Hey everyone, and welcome back to Chica Chat. Woo! Alright, so it has been another week. I hope you guys had a great week. I had a pretty good week. Yeah, it was nice. Not a ton of stuff happened. It was just an average week. But what's been on my mind, and I was thinking about whether or not I should talk about it, and then I was thinking about what angle I should take. And let me rewind. Sorry. Words. Why do I always do this on like the end of the week when my brain is starting to get fried? So what's been sort of on the news, not sort of, what's been in the news, what's been on everyone's lips, what's been on everyone's minds, at least for what I've been seeing, is this dude who's running for president in the Republican Party named Donald Trump. And I feel like I'm going to use the John Oliver actual name for him, Donald Drumph, because I really, I can't. And I'm not going to make this super political. I just wanted to voice out to the world how I really don't know what's happening, and I don't understand how quickly and how just what's happened to the people. Like, I feel like I'm in this weird twilight zone where all of a sudden it's becoming okay to say horrible, racist things. It's okay to be mean and derogatory and rude, and just being a bad person is now okay, and it's made okay by this person who's in a leadership position. Okay, but I'm not gonna get into that, because my hope is that you all vote, and that you vote thinking ahead, and thinking ahead to what is going to happen if someone takes an office, whether or not it's him, whether or not it's a man or a woman or whatever. What happens when we elect someone to office, and what happens when they are the ones to make the decision and represent our country? Yeah, I know, I'm one person. I'm like literally living across the country from where all these decisions are made. The White House is on the East Coast, I'm on the West. But at the same time, we have to care, because if we don't, it's gonna go down and it may not be pretty. But that is not what I wanted to talk about today, because when thinking about all of this stuff that's happening, I tend to get really overwhelmed and really emotional. And so I actually picked up a book that has helped me, like, in my personal pursuits, as well as in trying to think about how can I, as one person, knowing that my vote kind of really doesn't count, but sort of does, but really doesn't, how do I make that difference? What do I do to make sure that I stay sane in this world that I think is kind of going crazy right now? And that's where this book comes in. Bing! This is like book talk with Kimchica. This book, cheesy title, I know, it's called How to Be Alive, A Guide to the Kind of Happiness That Helps the World. Yes, it's kind of a hippie book, yes, it's kind of a self-help book, but I love this book. And while I do read nonfiction and I do read stuff other than fantasy and sci-fi, it's very rare that I pick up a book and really truly enjoy it and reread it if it's not something like Brandon Sanderson or Patrick Rothfuss or J.K. Rowling. You know, I stick with my genre of sci-fi and fantasy pretty heavily. But this book is helping me make sense of how I want to act as a person and how I want to influence those around me, whether or not just stuff happens with our country, and if we enter a World War III, whatever. This book is helping me stay sane. So I just wanted to put it out there. Basically the premise is that in order to help ourselves, we can't be selfish and think about ourselves. We have to make change and help ourselves by helping others. This is a completely, outwardly pushing book, I guess, in the sense that if I want to feel better about myself, if I want to feel like I'm making a difference, I can't just focus on improving myself as a person. I need to help other people. And so that comes back to this channel where and dance, actually. These are the two things that I think I can do right now that can make a difference and can make however small an impact. Like through dance, I feel like that's really where my strength lies, and I'm able to tell stories and to move people to do and to feel things, and that's what makes me happiness, and that's what makes me feel alive. Same with this channel, albeit this channel is definitely not, you know, at the level I really envision it and want it to be, but this is my way of trying to push out happiness by making other, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that this channel, in creating it and making other people engage with each other, making you guys engage with me, and just sharing just my little slice of happiness, that brings me happiness to know it's going out. Again, great book. Basically, again, it's trying to say that if we follow this path of college, job, house, or no, college, job, marriage, house, kids, dog, work until you retire, like, that can work for some people and that's fine, but you have to figure out ways that you can engage yourself, make others happy. Don't just think about your singular life track, yeah? So I just wanted to share this book. Again, these vlogs, I don't intend for them to turn into like little self-help things, but like with the passion planner and with this book. But for me, this is what's been on my mind, because again, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like at times when I watch the news, I just can feel so lost because I want to make a difference. I want to help. I want to make sure I leave this place somewhere that I would want my kids and my grandkids to hopefully enjoy. And when I see stuff like Donald Trump just being his bigoted self on TV, that makes me feel really lost. And so having this book has helped me feel like I can do something, at least in my corner of the world, in my little sphere of, you know, Portland, Oregon, and even smaller than that, in my sphere of my friends. If I can make people happy, that is what's making me feel like I have a purpose in life. And, I don't want this, I mean, it's kind of a rant, kind of a soapbox, yeah, it's a vlog, but I don't want you to watch this video and think, oh my gosh, Kimchica, crazy, what is she talking about? My goal in saying all of these words and all of these phrases that are so disjointed and jumbled because I've had a busy day at work and can't think, I really should script this out more, is that I want you to think for yourself when you're watching the news, when you're reading articles on the internet, when you hear people talking in person or watching them chat on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Think for yourself. Don't follow that flow. And at the same time, think beyond yourself. Because with how our current society is structured, we are so hyper aware of how we are and how we feel, because we're constantly posting updates and statuses and videos and pictures, and so we know how we are to a certain extent. I don't think people genuinely move themselves to think beyond themselves very often. And I know I don't. I know I'm on the internet all the time figuring out, like, what should I post next? What can I do so that I can get people to, like, talk with me on, you know, Facebook or YouTube? You know, and it's not always conscious, but I know sometimes I've caught myself doing that. Just saying, you know, what can I post so that I can get a little bit of validation? And that's not great, like, it's not cool. Sometimes it's really fun, yeah, but to be constantly wired like that, which I think we are, and definitely the kids of today are wired like that. Sorry, I don't know where this, well, no, I'm not gonna apologize. Basically, I just wanted to get these feelings out there because I have been feeling them very strongly. I know a few of you have, I've seen on Twitter, you know, I just wanted to get these thoughts that I've been thinking out into the world. We have so many people already doing that, yes, but maybe if this can get at least one of you thinking about, not even the elections, just thinking about how to help others, how to move beyond yourself, how to think for yourself, or at least not how, but just to begin questioning, how do you think for yourself? That's the goal of this Chica chat. So again, sorry it's a little, no, I'm not gonna apologize. Yes, this week is not as fun. We're not opening any boxes of cool toys, and we're not, I don't know, talking about super motivational things, I guess. This maybe you could consider this motivational, but I feel like a lot of the times I come to YouTube, I come to video games to escape some of that. And the reality is, when I turn off the computer, when I leave this station, that world is out there, and it's just something that's been on my mind. So with that, I hope you guys have awesome weekend plans. I know that I've got some really exciting ones. I mean, it's all dance stuff, but I love it. It makes me happy. And my dance company, we had auditions. I'm so excited about the company we have. We have a great group of people. I can't wait for the show to happen. And if any of you are in the Portland area, check us out. And yeah. Other than that, let me know how your week has been, if you've got any plans, and otherwise I will see you in the next video. All right, bye.